Alejandra? Are you there?
It is on speaker. Yeah.
Oh, it's ringing.
Oh, but that. Yeah, there.
Voicemail.
I, the Luke Britannia, command you to answer your frickin' phone! It might still be on. Yeah. The weirdest gift that I've ever gotten from a fan. The weirdest gift. I don't know. I actually, most of the time, this thing is so weird. Most of the time, gifts are actually pretty cool. And one time, yeah, I got a bag of sweaty donuts. And that was weird because she was like waiting for me to like eat one. And I was like I started sweating. Well, I gotta go. I didn't eat it. It was kind of scary. But it was like, I mean, I don't know. You know, it's like the moisture on the inside of the bag. Like it was in her pants or something. It was a nice gesture, but it was kind of gross. Yes. Did I keep the gun? No, I didn't. They didn't give me anything. Hey, I might have something or two. No, I didn't borrow it. You have a question? Did I? Yeah, I wanted to. I wasn't like, no way, man. Yes, sir. It was actually, I was looking forward to it. And it's cool. I just hope that you guys all like it. It's a good story. You can watch the sub if you want.
Okay, with all seriousness, how does one person get into voice acting?
Get into voice acting? That is a good question. You can do what I did and do an independent film where the camera is Japanese and sound effects have to screw up, and make sure when you're dubbing, the Japanese producer likes your voice and is also doing anime and is auditioning. That's how I did it. And I planned it that way. No, I'm probably the worst person to ask because, I mean, I got in on a fluke. I got in because some guy screwed up the sound by accident, you know? Most of my life has been one accident after another. But they led to good things, you know? So I think if I wasn't doing voiceover and I wanted to get into it, I would first like take some kind of acting classes and then maybe even try to find some voiceover classes as well, because it's very different. And then you kind of have to live where they do the work, you know. There's probably something you can maybe get commercials or radio spots here. That's a great way to, you know, place to start. And then just build a demo, you know, a minute long, maybe a little less, and start sending it out. That's what I would do. But I don't even really know if that's the right way to do it. I just assume.
It's a start.
Yeah.
Good start.
But what you could do is you can become an animator, animate your own show, and hire me to voice it. And I think you're about to kick me out of here. No.
Whenever you're ready to do your autograph and stuff, we can go ahead and start doing that.
Okay. All right. Well. That song is so weird. It's always like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, so maybe I should tell a story and then we'll get to autographs or whatever, yeah? Let's see. All right, I have a bunch of stories. Let me see. Should I tell you guys I've had a lot of run-ins with homeless people? Do you want to hear the homeless? Okay.
Give us another option.
Other options? Fart in the booth is another option. It's a much shorter story. What? Hello? Okay. Could you use that anymore? People still say hello? Okay, anyways. So you lose, I guess. We're going with the long story. Okay. All right. This is a true story. This means it's true. I don't know why I did that, but that means it's true, okay? So I was coming home from work, dubbing, and I'm on the freeway, and I have to exit the freeway, and there's a light, there's a signal, and I have to make a left to go under the overpass. And usually there at that light, there's always like a homeless person, and they have their sign, and now they're really creative. They have it flips like 3 times, and if you don't give them anything, then they're like, God bless you, and you're like, I know that doesn't mean you really are blessing me. And so, usually there's some homeless dude there. It's always like a guy, and he looks like, I always feel like, dude, you can get a job. And plus, I feel like, dude, I'm driving a car, come on. So anyways, this one day, I exit, and it's a stoplight, and there's like 4 or 5 cars in front of me, and behind me pulls up this like monster truck. It's tinted windows, and I can't see, but he's really close to me, and I feel like it's just an angry guy, I feel like it's him. I feel like you'd be scared, if you could see him. And I felt like it's like, and so I felt like this on my shoulders, and I'm eating a bag of carrots that I didn't finish for lunch in a Ziploc bag. And I look and I see that there's a homeless person, but instead of a guy, it was a woman. And I just felt bad, like my heart went out to her, Not that maybe she couldn't get a job, but I was like, I should do something to help her. And in LA, you have to pay for parking just about anywhere. So I had like 2 pounds worth of quarters in my cup holder. And I finished my carrots, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to give her my quarters, whatever. It might help her. And so I grabbed like this 2-pound bag of quarters, and I started to ziplock it up, right? And the light changes green, and the cars start moving. And I'm like, oh, I better start going. This guy's really angry, and get out of my way, dude. And so I start rolling down the window, and I hold out this 2-pound bag of quarters in my hand like this, so that I didn't pass it off to her. And she sees me, and she's like, a big smile on her face. She's like, yay. And she puts down her sign, and then she leans forward like this too, so that she would, take the quarters from me. And as I'm driving, trying to catch the green before it turns yellow and red, I realize I'm going about 20, 30 miles an hour. The 2-pound bag of quarters in my hand. And I'm thinking in my mind, it felt like minutes, hours even. It was only a few seconds. My mind works that fast. And I was like, she is either going to grab my hand and pull me out of my car, and the guy behind me is going to run over me, or I'm going to do something wrong and pull her, not let go soon enough and drag her under my car and kill her. So, in this 2 or 3 second time span, I came up with an idea. And I'm a martial artist, so I have got great timing and focus. And so I thought, at 20, 30 miles an hour, all I have to do is just